Hi, hello and welcome to Sizzling Vidya YouTube channel. This is the part 2 video of the kitchen organization. So in case you have not seen the part 1 kitchen organization video, then do check the description box below for the video link. So if you are interested in purchasing any of the products that is shown in the video, then do check the description box below for the product links. So now let's get started. This is my chimney and I have decorated it with a planter on top, and this is my hob, and right below that are these three pull-out drawers. On the first drawer I have all the basic essential kitchen tools like the ladles, spoons, knives and so on. And in this second drawer I have all the basic cooking vessels and bowls, and I have also used some leftover organizers to arrange small cups and lids, and I have also used a fridge placemat under the drawer instead of newspaper. So newspaper would attract cockroaches, so using these plastic mats are better to clean and easy to use. So that's pretty much about this drawer. The height of the drawer is very less, so I have stacked all the cups and bowls one inside the other, and I have also placed my tumblers lying down because there is absolutely no vertical space here. And also I have these extra stands which I use on my hob. I have placed them in a plastic container so that there is always a rust that is formed around that stand, so they will fall inside the box and not all over the shelf. So that's pretty much about this shelf. So the third drawer is a deep drawer and it can also withstand a weight of about 45 to 50 kgs. So this drawer I have divided into two sections. So on the left side I have used a normal plastic box to store all my extra stock of groceries, and I also use these kind of plastic clips to keep the opened packets airtight. And on the right side I have the regular stainless steel containers in which I have the idli dosa rice, whole millets, basmati rice, atta and my protein powder. So even in this drawer I have used plastic mats to line the drawer. So that's pretty much about this drawer. So now moving on to my left side is this shelf with two stainless steel pull-out baskets. So on the top shelf I have all my daily essentials like my big cooker, small cooker, saute pan, saucepan and so on, a colander and an atta kneading vessel. So just the everyday basic essentials. So now moving on to the bottom rack. The bottom rack has all the plates stand that has come inbuilt with this. So on the right side I have all the regular plates and along with the lids, and some doesn't fit in that, so I have kept it on the side. And on the left side I have used a plastic organizer to put all my pans, kadais and tawas together so that they all remain intact in this basket and not get scattered all over the shelf. So that's pretty much about this rack. And moving on to the extreme left side shelf, under the sink I have all my extra cleaning supplies kept here. So I have used a metal dustbin to keep them intact in one place, and I have also hung an air freshener on the door using a command hook so that this area smells fresh always and there is no fear of cockroaches from this place. So that's pretty much about the under the sink area. Now under the window I have this cabinet. So I have moved this from my utility area. So in case you want to check my utility organization video, please check that. So I have shown how I have organized inside this cupboard. And on to the left side of this cupboard is a sleek organizer which comes with wheels. I have shown this in my other organizer video, and this has all the other kitchen essentials which necessarily does not fit in my cupboards. So here I have stacked all random items like honey, chyavanprash, ketchup, and some kind of Ayurvedic powder and elaichi powder, just some miscellaneous random stuff I have. And this rack has some nuts which I store outside, like the pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and so on. So that's pretty much on this rack. Since these containers are see-through from top, it is easy for me to access them, and I have used a regular tissue paper to line these racks, and I can also easily move them and clean that place. And on the door, this is my utility area door. I have used regular command hooks to hang my kitchen towels. I use two of them, one for my hand use and the other one I use to clean some kind of vessels or vegetables or anything that I would need during a daily basis. I use my fridge top also to store some stuff, as my kitchen is very small. So on the extreme right I have this attachment from my dishwasher, and next to that is my puppet box. And on this side I have stuck a magnetic whiteboard with a marker and a duster where I can quickly note down on anything that gets over, or I make my list or some kind of a meal plan in that. And this is my fridge, so if you've not seen my fridge organization video, then I will link it in the description box below. Please check it. And I have my regular casserole on top of my fridge. And this is the last unit in my kitchen. On top of this furniture unit, I have these kind of wicker baskets which I had got from West Side, I guess. So in this basket I have all kinds of random snacks. So both of them have snacks in it, some kind of munchies. And next to that is this transparent glass cupboard, which I use it as my crockery unit. So this is not essentially a proper crockery unit. I have more crockery unit, but unfortunately I have kept all of them under my bed storage. So bare minimum essentials only I have kept here, as I have very little space here. And one tray and these 4 cups I keep it right on top to access it quickly in case any guests come over. And I have used the metal racks to increase the vertical space of this crockery unit. So by using the metal racks, you can see how much stuff I am able to store in such a small place. And on the extreme right side I have my regular teacups, and again on the bottom rack I have used the metal rack to increase the vertical space. Onto the extreme left I have the plates, and I have also stacked the lids using the plate organizer holder. So this is how I have arranged this small cupboard. And onto the extreme right I have my mortar and pestle, and also I have the stone. I don't use this anymore. I used to use this when my son was a baby to give him some Ayurvedic medicine. And so that's pretty much about my tiny crockery unit. So now moving on to my microwave section. On top of the microwave I have placed a regular plastic tray, on top of which I have lined it with tissue paper, and on the tray I keep my deep frying kadai. I have lined it with the tissue paper just to avoid any kind of stickiness or oil spillage. And these are the microwave vents. So whenever I'm using it, I slide the tray to this side and I put it back in its place. So it's pretty convenient for me to use it rather than removing it and keeping it elsewhere. So I can easily slide it in so that I can access the right side of this unit more conveniently. Here I have a small plastic tray just to quickly access, and this is my wooden chopping board. This is a metal caddy organizer in which I store all the cooking oils. I prefer using these kind of glass bottles as it is transparent, it looks beautiful, and it also has no problem of any spillage. I can even easily carry this caddy and keep it on my countertop, do all the cooking and put it back. So in case you have lot of space in your countertop, you can also organize your oil containers like this using a caddy. And using this caddy, protects the glass bottles falling off. And this has 6 compartments, and on this container I have all the rubber bands stored, and that is my olive oil. And behind I have the ghee dabba. So I have 2 of them stacked one above the other. So the top one is a smaller one just for me to access it more quickly and easily. I have not labeled my oil containers as I do not have any confusion in accessing them. But in case you want to do so, you may label them to avoid any kind of confusion. And this is my sesame oil, which is also called as nallennai in Tamil. So I use this oil very frequently for my idlis and dosas. I directly use the bottle to pour the oil on top of the dosa or on the idli plate, and I don't remove a separate katori and a spoon to do that. So it is like pretty convenient for me as the nozzle of the bottle is very small and narrow, so it is easy for me to directly pour onto the dosa. So I find it pretty good and useful rather than using katoris and spoons and multiple vessels. So that's pretty much about my oil organization. And next to that is this cupboard. This cupboard has my big cooker and my big idli steamer, and also some occasionally used vessels like my puttu maker and the chakli maker and so on. And I also have my sieve here as these things does not fit in anywhere. I have used my sieve also as a tray to hold some stuff. So I also have my paniyaram appam pan kept here. So that's pretty much on the top shelf. And on the second shelf, I have used a plastic organizer to hold all the miscellaneous stuff like the aluminium foil, the butter paper wrap, these kind of filter and the roti holder. Just some random stuff which actually does not fit in anywhere. And this is a small tiny organizer which I got it from Miniso. So I store these clips in this, and I also have these kind of molds of my chakli maker. And behind that is my silicone cone which I use for pouring oil, and it also has all the silicone lids you might have seen in my fridge organization video. And it has this coconut scraper, and it has my net bags which I use to store vegetables in my fridge. And on the extreme left, I have my curd maker and my chopper. So this curd maker is extremely useful, and the curd gets set perfectly irrespective of climatic changes. So I find this extremely useful for the cost. And behind that is my chopper. So that's pretty much about this unit.
So that's all guys. I hope you would have found some useful tips from this video to organize your kitchen. So if you like this video, please hit a like, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to Sizzling Vidya YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching and bye bye.